Hey everybody, welcome to a live stream album reaction to Sleep Token. Even in Arcadia is the name of the album. We've already heard a few songs off of this, but we're going to listen to the ones we haven't. I believe 7 songs we haven't listened to. I can't wait. I love Sleep Token. I want to walk all the way back through their journey because the music, to me, it feels church-like, it feels spiritual, and it feels like deep. There's a depth to this music, and I appreciate everybody who is a Sleep Token follower because you have comments like that really speak something. So thank you for that. First one up, Look to Windward. Without further ado, oh, we're already set. How about that? I've got my new heavies. Y'all, you want a good set of headphones? Go get these. They're called heavies. They are incredible. I can hardly hear myself right now. They have shells that go on the outside like this right here. There's clip off and put on of different bands. You'd be shocked at how cool they are and how good this sound is in here. Let's get it. Look to Windward.
Will you listen just as my form starts to fission? Losing this war of attrition, just as I drift away. Will you hold this eclipse in me?
There's something about halting an eclipse in me. You know, just hang on a second. Can you hold on? I feel like it's somebody that's saying, is there any way to be able to stop this? Pause, take a break. Because I don't think I like where things are headed.
Moving so slow I could die. Say you can let me say, will you hold this eclipse in me?
When an eclipse comes on a person, darkness sets in. When darkness sets in, it's depressing. There is no hope. Almost like Jesus. I'm not saying, for anybody who deals with faith, I'm not saying this is what it is, but this is my life. It's like Jesus being before he went on to the cross. I believe it was in the Garden of Gethsemane. I think where he was crying, almost sweating blood, where he said, Father, take this cup from me if you will, but if it's your will for me to go through with this, I will do it. But it was a moment of humanness for him to where he said, please take this cup from me. Like, let it pass. Like, let me not have to go through what I'm about to go through on this cross of being tortured and beaten and ridiculed and, just put to death like this. This is how I think a lot of people feel emotionally sometimes is, please let me just not have to go through this. And that's why I encourage mental health. That's why I encourage people to reach out when you find a good person to talk to. It's not just a place to share your problems. It's a place to see life differently and to know how to process everything that's happened before. There it goes. There it goes. Woo! Man. Man, this is, and people know me. No, I don't like tons of like heavy, hard, metally, like there's something about this band though, and the build up, and they settle you in, get comfortable. Get in your seat, right? Get your drink with you. Just relax, it's okay. And all of a sudden you start to feel this build up and you're like, okay, something's about to happen. And then it's like, boom, and everything happens. And you can feel the emotion to me of this person singing, saying, I'm going to help you feel what I feel like in my life. I'm going to help you understand through feeling of the music what I'm going through. I just love this. And then all of a sudden it settles back in. Does anybody hear that? Y'all are obviously, I'm sure you've heard this. This describes everything to me. I've got eyelids heavy enough to break diamonds. Impossible. But that's how heavy my eyelids are. Like I am almost done. They're almost closed. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to give up. It's over. Cash in the chips. Send me home. All of that. You pray for sound and I pray for silence. Can I please just get out of here? Love the honesty here, y'all. But this makes me sad. This whole thing makes me sad here. Woo! It's really smart guy. I can tell he's like super duper intelligent because the words that he's using to put together over my head. Even in the Garden of Gardens, I'm the God of the gaps. You know, if you're the God of the gaps, you know, just in between, just lost. I'm the demon of Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm the demon of Sodom. Sodom's already demonic, but I'm the demon of that place. And I'm the blood of an angel. Not even the good part of an angel. I'm the worst part of an angel. Gosh. Just to stop. God. Woo! Are y'all kidding me? That was, my ears are, let them breathe for a second. I feel like I'm screaming because it was so loud in my ears. What a start. And that's the opening song to this album. I cannot believe how that started in such a, to be a church format of just the build up and the slow and the steady. And then into like, I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm going through. This is where my life's at. Don't even bother trying to save me because I'm lost. When you talk about past self, who'd I used to be? What was I before? And who have I become? Because sometimes your past self, you like want to get rid of and like have no more of. And sometimes your past self was like something you'd like to like reclaim and have, but you become a shell of who you've been in the past. So which one is it? Let's go. Past self. I like it.
It's not a game or a fantasy. Clawed out of my woodwork, bolts out of my blue depths, in and out of my dreamscapes. People acting different. One look at my past self, double taking my cash flow. Apologizing for shit that frankly I stopped thinking of years ago. Don't you know I deliberate on cutting out the demons? Are you gonna dance?
Woo! I really like that last part there. Keep me alive. Keep me believing that now is the time to take it or leave it. Like, help me at least have a little bit of hope is what I'm hearing in this. That I gotta take the leap. I gotta take a chance. I gave away all my blessings. Like, all my blessings are gone. Oh, torn apart, y'all, by the true believers that turned out to be faithless. You ever see those fake believers? You ever see fake Christians? I'm not even saying this about Christians. I just popped into that. You ever see people who present one way and they're really not? They just are the image. That's the Pharisee people from the Bible, you know, like they know all the practices. They know how to dress. They know how to look. But really inside, they're not. They don't actually have that faith inside anyway. So come on. Some of the best people, I heard it one time said, some of the most compassionate people are the most broken. Addicts, people whose lives have been torn apart. They're most compassionate people because they know what it's like to be there, not the perfect people.
If this is real, then I am all up in a frenzy. Not like before when I was empty. Say that the story we tell is never ending. Taking it side by side together.
It's on the line with me.
You know it's not a game or a fantasy. And I don't even know who I used to be.
I love that ending. God, this is good. The sound, the musical composition here. Super duper well done. Dangerous is the next song. So man, we went from super intense, I felt like, just the power of that first song into this kind of more upbeat but serious second song to me about relationship. I don't know if I'm right about any of this, to be honest with you, but what I'm hearing about relationship and have I done the work that I need to do to be able to be ready to have the life and the relationship I need to have? And do I deserve the life I have? You going to walk on the line with me? Or you going to come take a risk with me? Can we do this? Or am I going to be stuck just kind of on my own and by myself? Dangerous, the next song.
I could have known that look in your eyes would echo in mine and go back.
Here we go.
It's like you're dangerous to me. I notice every time we meet. I feel the ground beneath my feet giving way. You've got me talking in my sleep as if you're conquering my dreams. You have awakened what's beneath.
Here goes another relationship thing for me. You're dangerous to me. I notice every time we meet, I feel the ground beneath my feet giving way. You've got me talking in my sleep as if you're conquering my dreams. You have awakened what's beneath again. That piece of love, when we find it, makes us feel so vulnerable and so shaken on kind of a rocky ground. It's like you're rocking back and forth and you're on your heels. And that feeling of loving somebody, which I encourage everyone to experience and explore and give themselves the opportunity to do, because that's what real vulnerability is a chance to say, you've got a shot now at hurting me.
Says you something in me just cannot burn. It says to blur the lines just one last time. So when's the last time you chased?
Oh, wow.
I don't want what it takes to stand the fire.
I wonder if this is somebody that he's been in a relationship with before and it didn't go well and they were amazing, then they weren't. And then all of a sudden he's like, what would it take to blur the lines? Could I just maybe get us to go back into this, even though the bloodshed may occur? Is there a way to stem the flood? Oh, wow. I just wonder, is it somebody who was in a relationship with somebody and then wanted to get back into it, but the other person, nah, and you're just trying so hard to, come on, please, because I can't not have this in my life anymore.
It's like you're
God. I also remember in the other few songs we did off this album that there was some tie to who he was on stage and who he was expected to be in that persona and never just able to be a real person. And so there's the temptation of wanting the attention and the time and the notoriety and performing so that it changes people's lives and they love it and they want more of that. And then it's like a drug, right? And then it's dangerous because what I get from seeing you love what I do, I also feel like I owe you. I feel like it's never enough. I feel like you just constantly want more. I feel like I can't step away from it. And I wonder how much of this is not even a relationship as much as a relationship with the people that listen to his music. This is good. Some good stuff, y'all. I don't even know what I'm listening to. This is partially where I feel like I've entered class halfway through the semester in college. And what have we been covering the past 2 months? I have no idea. And I'm doing my best to keep up because it's so deep and there's so much into it. But I can't. What a start.
Come now, swing wide those gates, 'cause I have paid my penance kindly, waiting time for judgment day. Somehow I knew my fate. Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. Have you been waiting long for me?
Boy, listen to the start of that. Swing those gates open, man. I have paid my dues. I have done everything I've needed to do. You ever feel that way? Like, come on, it's time to punch my ticket. I feel like I've been through hell and it's time to like have something good happen. Somehow I knew my fate. Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades, just getting ready for battle. What in the world is this about? Is this about the end? Is this about where I'm going to end up? You know, what position I'm going to end up in based on the life that I've lived?
What is real? It seems even in Arcadia, you walk beside me still. Have you been waiting?
Is this a dancing with the dark side, dancing kind of with Satan and am I just doomed to be in darkness? Am I doomed to just not be rewarded or to not end up in a better place? Because it seems that even in Arcadia, you walk beside me still. Arcadia being this amazing place, like the Garden of Eden at the beginning of the Bible with Adam and Eve. And they're in this place where it's so perfect. They don't even have to have clothes on and don't even realize it because there's just no sin. There's nothing. Everything's just perfect until it's not. And all of a sudden they realize their humanness, that it kind of taints the Garden of Eden. It's not the same anymore. But Satan was there. He was there talking, tempting, just taste it. He doesn't want you to eat from this because you're going to know more. So trust me, it's worth it. So even in Arcadia, you could have the dark side there with you. Beautiful. They do a really good job of making their music line up with the mood of the song, the emotion they're trying to portray, the message, the story. They do a really good job of intro, outro, and also just throughout with the voice of making it match how they feel. And I could see how with the lore of Sleep Token or the story behind it, it would play a part, similar to 21 Pilots, in that if you know the story that's behind what they're trying to portray, it can make so much more sense. When I listen to it, I can listen to the amazing music and I can listen to the lyrics of how they're tying things together, but not the same as hearing the story. So I'd love to go kind of hear some more of this to see where they've come from. And there's something to do with the masks, right? And not being seen, that they perform without being seen. Next up is Provider. Kind of like the title named Provider, because it's like, to be a provider, to give, to work, to help others feel secure. That's where I'm going with it. Let's get it.
I wanna be a provider.
Love it.
Gonna you with silk like a spider. Roll or die, you bet I'm a rider.
Ride or die.
You're out of shell, you're a secret insider.
See all the parts of a provider there? I literally want to be a provider. It's like a spider, garner you with silk, cover you up. You're totally protected. Roll or die. Oh man, your outer shell, your secret insider. I want to be everything to you that you can count on, rely on, depend on. Woo, man. Yep. Because you've been hitting my phone so hard, I found it breathing through a tube in the ICU. Like when we first met, I was cautious, man. I was hesitating. I wasn't really sure. But I think now I know what I want. I want to jump in. I want to do more than just bend the rules. I don't want to just bend the rules. I want to just dive in and create new rules. Love this one. You know why I love this one? Because I want more people to practice vulnerability and to practice taking risks and chances. I don't mean set yourself up for failure, but I mean, is there any way people can practice sharing how they feel about somebody else in an honest, vulnerable way, understanding they might not always get what they want. It might not always work out the way you want it to, but It's an opportunity for you to put yourself out there and say, I really want this. And I'm not going to hold myself back. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but I'm here and you mean this to me and I want to be with you. And there's something in the flirtation of this. It's like, come on, let's try this thing or let's do this. Kind of like it. Here we go. Last one, Infinite Bass.
When you plucked me from the grotto, sound like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle. I know now.
No accident, no lightning in a bottle here. One eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle, all the way to the floor, as fast and as hard as we can do this. I want to know what infinite baths means. This really speaks to bathing, to be able to bathe. You ever go into like a hot spring or something where you're in this amazing cleansing water, but it's infinite baths washing over me at last, like it's a really good thing. Are you the method in my madness? Are you the glory in my wrath? Infinite baths, bursting colors when you laugh. Well, I fought so long to be here, I'm never going back. It's relishing. It's like bathing in the glory, bathing in the peace, bathing in the assurance that I'm okay, that it's okay now. I'm in the right place. What a great song to end on in terms of infinite baths, the healthy, healing bath, that I'm okay, that I will make it, that I will survive, that I will not be tied down. This is the result, by the way, of good therapy. I would say good therapy is the infinite bath. It's the one that helps wash me clean of all the dirt that I've had, cleanses me with the right frame of mind and the right focus in life to get the most out of life. Nope. Woo! This is a celebration song to me. This is like an anthem song that says, let's celebrate that we can actually do this, that we can do life in spite of whatever's happened in life. It is not easy. It's work, it's pain, it's struggle. It's not meant to be something that you just coast through. It's meant to be something that we grind through and we keep grit and we learn from our experiences and we adjust and adapt along the way. So well done. Woo! Get ready. Oh, God. I was kind of just going to say I didn't hear any like real screaming happening at this point. And then I thought something was coming. When they do that settle down, relax thing, all of a sudden something's about to come. How about the screaming? Oh my gosh. Not sure what to say. I'm completely exhausted. I don't even know what to say at this point. I couldn't even stop it if I wanted to at the end of that. Did you see that? I couldn't speak. I was letting it go. I was about to grab my guitar. I was about to go crazy, but I thought, I'm not interrupting this song because that ending was as good of an ending as you could do to an album, the way that went out. And then the way it just faded out at the end, because I wanted to stop and talk about the lyrics, but I thought, nope, this is too good. I can't stop this build-up. I can't stop what he's doing here. All this glory you didn't earn, every lesson you did not learn, you will drown in an endless sea. This to me is somebody saying, look, you go do you. You be who you're going to be, but I'm not going to carry you with me for the rest of my life to just rip me apart. I'm going to move on and live my life. And then will you, if it's blood that you want from me, you can empty my arteries. Just go ahead, take whatever you need to take, because I'm tired of fighting anymore. And then he brought back in the, will you halt this eclipse in me? Will you please just stop from the very beginning of the song? Teeth of God, blood of man, I will be what I am. And I want people to appreciate and love who they are. But nobody can love who they are until you know who you are. So many of us, you know who we are? It's who we've been taught we are. It's what messages have been sent to us about who we are. We have messages about who we are from other people that aren't even us. So you have to define who you are. Again, why therapy is good, to find out who you really know you are instead of the messages people growing up or in your life that taught you or told you this is who you are and you'll never be and you'll always be. And please know who you are matters most, just like the last two lines of this song. I will be what I am. Thank you, Sleep Token, for what you do. It is time for me to do my due diligence and go back and listen to more Sleep Token because of what's involved. I appreciate it. I've loved it. This is such a cool experience and a great following base of Sleep Token that, number one, is super knowledgeable. Number two, is super passionate. And number three, is very kind and welcoming to people like me who want to learn more about it. So I appreciate that so much. It is nothing like doing this in a live stream and being able to be with people while I'm listening to this. And I appreciate that. Incredible, incredible album by Sleep Token. Even in Arcadia, 0 songs missed on this. It hit every single time, every single song. I've loved it. Don't forget, it's not real therapy, just Tom breaking down Sleep Token. If you want help, check the links in our description. Leave us your comments. Let me know what you think about this. Join us over on Patreon, the VIP tier, where all of our album reactions are fully unedited. All album reactions are over there. They get edited on YouTube for time so they don't get cut. So you go over to Patreon, the VIP tier. That is where to join us. Great community, great group of people over there. And never forget, mental health matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.